Welcome back, traveler. This is the third episode in our Jellyfish Egg tutorial series. In the last chapter, we followed childhood instincts and playful visions to discover new skills and items. But now, our journey becomes more serious. Today, we'll see how those skills are tested through skill checks and how success can reward us with gold, aspirations, and growth. Let's begin by traveling to a nearby field. 7 winters past, thou embarked upon a perilous two-moon journey to the verdant expanse that lay yonder. Upon reaching the sun-kissed meadow, thou findest thyself at crossroads. Seek thee employment amongst its bounty, press forward into uncharted wilds, or partake in merriment upon this emerald stage. Once again, we're given multiple options, each one a different way to interact with the world. This time, instead of playing or wandering, we choose to inquire about available work. In this sun-dappled realm, thou hast chosen wisdom's path and honed skills of inquiry. Now faced with choices as varied as the field itself, be it tilling for hidden treasures beneath, or sowing seeds that may yield unseen fortunes, thy journey henceforth shall be shaped by thy hand in plough, weed, or seed, each a step towards destiny's bountiful harvest within this verdant expanse. That simple decision already teaches us something. In Jellyfish Egg, even small, grounded actions can lead to character development. From this interaction alone, we gain 3 new skills: information inquiring, serving, and peasant parley, each related to communication and daily life. But there's a problem. Our memory is full. This means we've reached the limit on how many skills our character can carry at once. It's not just about collecting. Every skill you keep shapes the kind of person your traveler becomes. Let's take a moment to curate. We'll keep information inquiring and peasant parley. Both could help in future social encounters. We'll let go of serving, impersonating, and fairy tales, skills that don't quite match the character we've been building, one grounded in constitution and willpower, more resilient than charming. We're now offered several jobs in the field, each with a reward: plowing for 7 gold, or weeding or sowing for 5 each. Let's go with plowing, the most physically demanding and also the most rewarding. But this time, the action requires a skill check. Now the interface changes. We're shown 2 main panels. At the top, we select skills from different categories: skills we've learned, item-based skills, and even companion skills later in the game. Below, we see how each skill performs in relation to the task, its relevancy, which tells us if the skill fits the situation, and its expertise, which measures its level against the task's difficulty. Here, we need skills that are both appropriate and strong enough. Our items don't offer much for this task, so we focus on our learned skills. The most fitting are endurance and stonework, both rooted in physical effort. That makes sense. Plowing a field is hard labor, and these are labor-oriented skills. Our imagination score is 2, which means we can choose up to 2 different skills for this check. Higher imagination would allow more, but for now, 2 will have to do. We confirm our selection. Now comes the skill check roll. Here's how it works. Each skill we selected will attempt 2 checks. A relevancy check, which determines whether the skill even makes sense in context, and a difficulty check, which measures the skill's level against the challenge's requirements. Only one skill needs to succeed fully for the action to succeed, but multiple successes can grant better outcomes. In our case, both skills succeeded. A great success. This means we don't just pass the task, we also gain experience for both skills. A quick reminder here: characters with high intelligence can sometimes improve a skill even if they only succeed the relevancy check and fail the difficulty roll. But since our intelligence is low, we only gain experience when both parts of the check succeed. Let's move forward and see the results. Thou, through sweat and stone's embrace, hath reaped a bounty of 7 golden coins. Thy endurance shone bright as day. Now rest thee momentarily, ere continuing thine odyssey across this land-rich tapestry. Each furrow turned may yet unveil further fortune or trial in the morrow's light. This time the outcome is rich. Our work inspires a new aspiration: own my own land. Aspirations shape long-term goals and unlock future actions. We earn our first 7 gold coins, a big step forward. Our endurance and stonework skills both level up, and we learn 2 new skills: field laboring and physical work. But again, our memory is full. This time we'll keep physical work, which fits our build and will likely come up again. We'll discard foreseeing, a more whimsical skill that no longer fits our current direction. We're also prompted to keep or abandon our new aspiration. We'll keep it. Owning land suits our steady, grounded traveler. With 1 choice and 1 successful check, we've gained gold, a new goal, and multiple forms of experience. Now, let's look ahead. Nearby, we spot a forge. That sounds like a good fit for our tough and determined character. Let's head that way. 8 winters past, thou embarked upon a 3-moon journey to the heart of an ancient smithy's domain. Upon reaching the grime-laden sanctum of creation, known as the smithy's realm, after traversing fields and coastlines to thine city gates, thou findest thyself amidst a crossroads. Seek out apprenticeship within its soot-filled embrace, or venture forth once more, perchance acquire an artifact of craftsmanship from the forge's trove. At the forge, we're offered several options. Look for work, buy an item, continue traveling. Let's try to find some work. But unlike the fields, finding work here requires a skill check up front. That means the task is more specialized, and we'll need to prepare well. Let's choose our skills. Information inquiring is a natural choice. It represents asking around and gathering knowledge. Tactics might seem less obvious, but it's about strategy, reading people, and planning. A good fit in this context. Now, let's not forget. We have the stone soldier from an earlier episode. It also grants the tactics skill. And when you combine a skill you've learned with one present in an equipped item, their levels stack up to a limit. In this case, our tactics skill increases from 1 to 3 thanks to the soldier. That gives us a better shot at succeeding. We confirm the selection and roll. Both checks succeed. Another great success. In thine chosen path, armed with cunning and a stone soldier's resolve, thou delves into the heart of the smithy amidst its grim shadow, seeking knowledge of craftsmanship that might sharpen thy tactics or deepen thy lore. Choices lie ahead: toil as tinsmith, blacksmith, or keeper of tomes. We're now offered 3 possible jobs in the forge: tinsmith, blacksmith, or bookkeeper. We go with blacksmith, a physical, hands-on role that suits our build. Once again, we choose skills. Endurance and physical work make the most sense here. But this task is harder, the difficulty is higher, and our skills are still fairly new. Let's confirm the selection and roll the dices. This time it's close, but we succeed. In fact, physical work passes the difficulty check with a roll of 98 when we needed 77. A little luck goes a long way. Let's see what we've earned. Thou, through sweat and iron's embrace, hath honed thy vigor and mastery of flame. Inspired by the forge's fierce dance, thou now wieldest skills in crafting steel like none before thee, rewarded with 21 gold coins. Yet, as twilight beckons, it is time to heed once more thine ancient calling and continue thy journey through this realm of shadows and sparks. The rewards are impressive. A new aspiration. Forge my own items. That means we'll eventually be able to craft weapons and gear ourselves. A solid payday, 21 gold coins. A new skill, blacksmithing, and physical work reaches level 2. Again, our memory is full. We'll absolutely keep blacksmithing. Let's let go of peasant parley. We haven't leaned into social play, and it doesn't fit our build that much. We're also prompted to keep or abandon the new aspiration. Of course, we'll keep it. It's a perfect match for our path so far. And with that, we close this chapter. Multiple skill checks passed, new aspirations awakened, our first true wages earned, and a growing identity carved out of labor and will. Next time, we'll see what we can do with our newfound gold and how to shape the next phase of this life. Until then, traveler, keep your tools sharp and your eyes on the forge.